Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and these are the Lesson 27 starred problems. I highly suggest that you attempt these before you watch me do them. If you're just going to watch the video, it's probably not going to benefit you as much as if you had actually tried them beforehand. So, number 3 says if the cost of 1 dozen eggs, that's 12 eggs, was $1.80, what was the cost per egg? It says write an equivalent division problem that is easy to calculate mentally and find the quotient. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to divide. So if I have the cost, it wants me to know the cost per egg. So the cost per egg, which means I'm going to put the dollar amount here and the number of eggs here. So I'm going to divide 180 by 12, and I'm going to do it on my handy dandy calculator. So 180 divided by 12 is 15 cents. So it's 15 cents per egg. Okay. All right, number 4 says, which of the following equals 1 billion? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 1 billion out. So this is 1,000, this is 1 million, this is 1 billion. And I know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. Okay? So I know that this isn't it. 10 times 10 times 10 is 3 zeros. Not it. That means this is 6 zeros, 9 zeros, this is 12 zeros. So the answer is this. So this tells me how many zeros I'm going to have. Let's change colors. It says, read this statement and answer the questions as follows. 3/8 of the 712 students brought their lunch. So I know that I need a box with 8 because this is 3/8, and this tells me how many boxes I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have a total of 712 students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that by 8 to see what goes in these boxes using my handy dandy calculator. 89. So each of these has 89 in there. 89, 89, 89, 89, 89, 89, 89. And this is 3/8, so we know that this much, 3/8 brought their lunch, which means that this many, or 5/8, did not. Right? So let's see, how many students brought their lunch? Well, let's see, it's 89 plus 89 plus 89, or 3 times 89. Using the handy dandy calculator, 267. How many did not buy their lunch? Well, I have 89 5 times, so 5 times 89, or I guess I could subtract it from here. So this is 5 times 89 is 445. Or I could take the total and subtract how many had lunches and get the same number. Okay? Next one. Use prime factorization to find the least common multiply of 25 and 45. So let's do 25, 5 and 5. Those are both primes. 45, 5, 9, 3 and 3. All right. So if I have 25 with 5 times 5 and 45 with 5, oh, no, never mind, erase, erase. So let's start 3 times 3 times 5. This is the same. So I have 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. I only count that once since they have that in common. 3 times 3 is 9, times 5 is 45. 45 times 5 goes in the calculator, and I get 225 as their least common multiple. LCM, 25 and 70, or 45. Yeah. There we go. Alright. New color. What number is halfway between 3,000 and 4,000? It's 3,500, but if you don't know that for sure, what you're going to do is you're going to take the average. So you do 3,000 plus 4,000, which is 7,000, and then because there's two values, the average is the sum over how many? So I did the sum, that's going to go here. I know that I have 2, so I'm going to have 7,000 divided by 2, which is 3,500. New color. Okay, write 24% as a reduced fraction. So let's do that over here. 24% is 24 per 100. I know that 4 goes into both of them, so let's try that. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 100 divided by 4 is 25. And that's as far as that's going to go. Okay, new color. Use prime factorization to reduce that. Okie dokie artichoke. So 36 is 6 times 6, which is 2 times 3. These are prime. 6 is not prime. There we go. So that's the prime factorization of 36. 180 is probably going to be a little bit longer. Let's do 18 times 10. 2 and 5. 9 and 2. 3 and 3. Okay. So up here, let me write 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And then I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. So all of this is going to cancel, and I end up with 1/5 as my reduced fraction. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's change colors. Write the prime factorization of 576 using exponents, and then find the square root of 576. So let me bring this over here. 576. I know 2 goes into it, but I have no idea how much. 576 divided by 2 gives me 288. I'm going to divide that by 2, which is 144. That's 12 times 12. Neither one of those is prime. Let's do that again. So this is 2 times 6, and now I'm running into myself. 2 times 3. So what I have is I have, how many 2's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 2 to the 6th times 3 squared. Now, to find the square root of this, I just have to divide. So 2 to the 6 divided by 2 is 2 to the 3. And then 3 to the 2 divided by 2 is 3 to the 1. So I have 2 to the 3 times 3 to the 1, which is 2, and 2 times 2 times 3, which is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. That is the square root of this guy. Let me just make sure that's correct. Second square root. I'm right. Awesome. Praise the Lord. Okay. Let's do a different color. Let's do galaxy. All right. Write this and this as improper fractions and find their product. So this is like step 1 and step 2. We're going to have to popcorn them. So here's our popcorn. 6 times 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. All over 6. And then 6 and 6/7 when I popcorn that. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 6 is 48. So I get 48 all over 7. So then I'm going to find their product, which means I get to multiply them. How awesome is that? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce before I multiply, because if I reduce after I multiply, it's kind of a bear. So I know that 7 goes into 35. So 7 goes into 7 one time, goes into 35 5 times. Okay. I also know that 6 goes into 48. So 6 goes into 6 one time, goes into 48 8 times. So then I end up with 5 times 8 over 1 times 1, which is 40. Okay. Okay, so here we have the variable as second, so we're going to have to subtract. So I have 5 1/8 minus 1 3/8. I'm going to have to borrow here, so let me borrow in a different color. Borrow, so that's 4 plus 8/8, which is the one that I borrowed. So I have 4 9/8, and then this stays the same. 9 minus 3 is 6. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then I have to take care of this here. I'm going to divide by 2. So I get 3, because I don't want to lose that. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. We've got some more of those here. So let's just do it. 10 minus 1 3/5. I'm going to have to go back and erase some of this once I get through it, but we'll just do what we can. Let me pick a different color. So this is going to be 9 5/5, because I want to be able to subtract. And 1 can be the same number over itself. It doesn't matter. So 5 minus 3 is 2/5. 9 minus 1 is 8. That's my answer to this problem. Let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of erasure. You can always go back. Okay. So let's popcorn this. 5 times 3 is 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So I get 16/3. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3/2. I'm not going to reduce this ahead of time. I can, but I'm not going to for those who have trouble with it. I kind of want to do a mix of both. So 16 times 3 is 48. 3 times 2 is 6, which gives us 4. 6 goes into 48. No, it doesn't. It goes into 48 8 times. What in the world happens there? I think I had a stroke. Okay. God bless. All right, I'm going to erase this because I need some room. And we are on this problem right here, 23. Notice this divide. The first thing, though, that I have to do is watch it. I have to popcorn. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1. So I have 10/3 divided by 5/6. Now I keep change flip. So I have 10/3. I change this to multiply. 6/5. I end up with 60/15, which is 4, if you divide it. Let's erase. I might have to make a part 2 of this, because we only have 2 minutes, and I think we have more than this page. All right, 24, right here. So I'm going to popcorn this. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21/4, divided by, and this I'm going to make 3/1. Now I'm going to keep change flip. So I have 21/4, change division to multiplication, and 1/3. 21 times 1 is 21. 4 times 3 is 12. That doesn't go in evenly. So let's see, 12 goes into 21 once, with how much left over? 9. 1 9/12, and then I'm going to divide by 3, and I get 1 3/4. I kind of ran out of room on that one. I'm sorry. I think I can do at least one more, and then I'm going to have to do a part 2 for the last 2. Okay. So on 25, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm right here on 25, I'm going to go ahead and reduce ahead of time. So 5 goes into 5 one time and goes into 15 3 times. 4 goes into 4 once and it goes into 4 once. 3 goes into 3 once and goes into 9 3 times. So I have 1 times 3 times 1 over 1 times 8 times 1, which is 3/8. All right, I'm going to stop this, and then I'll start at 26 for part 2.